Have you ever wondered what's really hiding inside that strange pink snack you've been eating since? Have you ever wondered what's really hiding inside that strange pink snack you've been eating since childhood? Because Hostess Sno Balls are not what they appear to be on the outside. And in this factory in Columbus, Georgia, 40,000 of them are being made every single hour. Coated in 1 million pounds of real coconut every year, wrapped in marshmallow, and stuffed with a secret that most people have never even thought about. This is not just a snack. This is one of the most fascinating food manufacturing operations in America. And today, we're going inside, step by step, to reveal the full process. But here's the thing nobody talks about. Hostess Sno Balls do not actually start out as snowballs. They start out as chocolate cupcakes in disguise. That's right. Underneath all that fluffy pink coconut and sticky marshmallow coating, there is a rich, dark chocolate cake. The same style of chocolate cake used in a Hostess cupcake, filled with the same creamy filling found inside a Twinkie. And when the entire thing is flipped upside down and buried under marshmallow and coconut, it becomes something completely unrecognizable. So how does that transformation actually happen? Let's go inside the factory and find out. It all starts with one of the most important ingredients in the entire process: cocoa powder. And not just a little bit. This factory uses 17,000 pounds of cocoa powder every single week. That's the weight of a full-grown elephant, used up in just 7 days. The cocoa powder is loaded into a massive industrial mixer alongside water, flour, sugar, corn syrup, and vegetable oil. This is a continuous mixing system, meaning the mixer never truly stops. Each stage of the mixing cycle runs for about 45 seconds, blending everything together until the batter reaches a precise consistency. Thin enough to be pumped through the entire production line. Thick enough to rise evenly in the oven. From the mixing tanks, this chocolate batter travels through pipes all the way to one of the most impressive pieces of equipment in the entire building: the automatic depositor. A full row of precision nozzles works in perfect synchronization with a moving conveyor belt below, pumping exactly 1.4 ounces of chocolate batter into each individual baking mold. More than 700 cakes per minute. Think about that. While you're watching this sentence on screen, this machine has already filled over 1,000 molds. Every single one filled to exactly halfway, because these cakes need room to rise. From there, the pans move directly into the oven. And this is not an ordinary oven. This is a 4-zone industrial baking tunnel, 72 feet long. That's longer than a semi-truck and a half. The cakes don't travel through in a straight line. They follow a zigzag path back and forth through each zone so that every inch of baking space is used efficiently. The baking cycle lasts 14 minutes. Each of the 4 zones is independently controlled for temperature. The cakes rise in the first zone, set their structure in the second, develop their deep chocolate color in the third, and finish to a soft, moist texture in the fourth. When the pans emerge from the other end of that 72-foot oven, what you see are perfect dark chocolate cakes, warm, fragrant, and ready for the next step. But they're not ready yet. First, they need to cool. The cakes spend the next 30 minutes cooling down to room temperature. If the cakes are filled while still warm, the cream inside will melt. So the line slows, the cakes rest, and by the time they reach the next station, they are firm, stable, and ready for something special. Now, here's the step that makes Sno Balls taste the way they do. The cream filling. And if that filling tastes familiar, it should. It's the same style of filling used inside Hostess cupcakes and Twinkies. A smooth, sweet, light cream made from sugar, corn syrup, vegetable fat, vanilla flavor, and dried egg whites. These ingredients are gently heated and continuously stirred, then pushed through a homogenizing system where controlled amounts of air are folded in, transforming the dense mixture into something light, fluffy, and thick enough to hold its shape inside a cake without ever leaking out. Once the filling is ready, precision injection needles gently pierce the center of every single cake, delivering exactly 1/3 of an ounce of cream filling into the core. Not a drop more, not a drop less. The same amount in every single Sno Ball, every hour of every day. And now comes the moment that turns a chocolate cupcake into a Sno Ball. The trays flip over. Every cupcake that has been sitting right side up is suddenly inverted. The dome side goes down. The flat bottom is now facing the sky. And what was a perfectly ordinary chocolate cupcake is now an upside-down cake, ready to become something completely different. The marshmallow coating comes next. A soft, sticky, warm marshmallow blend. Fluid enough to flow smoothly, but sticky enough to cling to the surface of the cake the moment it makes contact. The temperature has to be exactly right. Too hot, and it runs off. Too cool, and it clumps. As each upside-down chocolate cake moves down the line, nozzles spray the marshmallow coating across the surface, covering it in a thick white layer. Then it happens again. The coating is applied twice, 2 full passes, to ensure every inch of the cake is covered. And that marshmallow layer does more than just add flavor. It acts as an adhesive, a perfectly sticky surface ready to catch what comes next. The coconut. Approximately 1 million pounds of it every year. Shredded, dyed pink, and sprinkled evenly over every snowball while the marshmallow is still warm and tacky. The coconut pieces cling instantly, embedding themselves into the surface, covering every curve of that cake until nothing underneath is visible anymore. What you're left with is the unmistakable, fuzzy, soft-looking exterior that has made Hostess Sno Balls one of the most visually recognizable snacks on any store shelf. But there's something most people don't know about Sno Balls. They don't always look like this. Throughout the entire year, the coconut coating changes color. Green for St. Patrick's Day, pastel pink for Easter, orange and neon green for Halloween. And during the holiday season, people actually stack snowballs on top of each other to build edible snowmen, using the sticky marshmallow coating to hold them together. One snack, multiple identities. The final step is packaging. 2 snowballs, always 2, are wrapped together, heat-sealed shut, and packed into boxes headed for stores across the country. And that brings us to a question this factory floor never directly answers. Why are snowballs always packaged in pairs? Is it portion size? Is it cost? Is it something about the way the line was designed from the very beginning? Leave your answer in the comments, because the real reason might surprise you. From 17,000 pounds of cocoa powder every week, to a 72-foot zigzag oven, to 1 million pounds of pink coconut every year, every Hostess Sno Ball that lands in your hand has traveled through one of the most precisely engineered food production lines in America. And now you know exactly how it got there. If this kind of factory deep dive is what you're here for, make sure you're subscribed, because every week, Beltline Bites takes you inside another one of the world's biggest food factories, from the very first ingredient to the very last step on the production line. The next one is even bigger. We'll see you inside.